today, family members. We have seen a lot of hype around the Champions Trophy, and because of that, yesterday all eyes were on that ICC meeting. But unfortunately, there was no conclusion reached, and it looks as if the situation might be escalated to another level. But before we come to most of that, the first major bit of news that we are giving you from Canberra is this particular situation. The first day of the pink ball warm-up between India and Prime Minister's 11 has seen rain impact the entire match. Now, apparently Cricket Australia had done an inspection. They had posted that there would be an inspection, but nothing has come about that because the rain is persistent in Canberra. And according to inputs that we are getting from Australia, the match is not happening today. So, day one of the 2-day warm-up game has all but been washed out, and because of that, India might be robbed of certain match practice heading into Canberra, heading into the second test in Adelaide. Now, on the Australian front also, there is no major good news because Josh Hazlewood's been ruled out of the second test. He picked up 5 for 3, remember, in that test match, in the pink ball test match in Adelaide in 2020. So, Australia are also scrambling for options when you look at it. They have added Brendan Doggett, they have added if you look at it, Bo Webster into the mix and Sean Abbott also. So, that's why this is going to be a big challenge now. Australia are scrambling for options. India, they may only get 1 day of practice. That is the situation in Canberra. So, tomorrow the weather might be better. Let's see how things go from this point in time. But now, with 1 whole day washed out in a 2-day warm-up, it looks as if it's a very futile exercise indeed. Now, as far as other news is concerned, Shubman Gill. Now, what is his update going into Adelaide? He's batting in the nets, but it is not all that promising at this stage. Maybe Shubman Gill might be ruled out of the second test as well. So, the one change that we are anticipating is that Rohit Sharma comes back and that KL Rahul might either be batting at number 3 or at number 6. So, that is the current situation when you look at it. Yashasvi Jaiswal and Rohit Sharma, sorry about that. Yashasvi Jaiswal and Rohit Sharma are going to open. Then when you look at the number 3 option with no Shubman Gill, perhaps you will see KL Rahul be in there because even Devdutt Padikkal failed. Dhruv Jurel might be your number 6 still because you got one more option in there. So, that's why Shubman Gill might not be fit for Adelaide. He might be facing a race against time for Brisbane. Most likely when you have to look at it, he could be ready for the Melbourne test match that's there. Amidst all the clamour of the ICC Champions Trophy in Pakistan, whether it's going to be held, India and Pakistan are playing in the Under-19 Asia Cup that is happening in Dubai. Now, Pakistan, at the time of doing the morning wrap, after 10 overs, they were about 36 for no loss. But then, the question remains, if there is an entire situation developing around the Champions Trophy, why must India play Pakistan? Why should India have any kind of relationship with Pakistan when it comes to cricket? Even at under-19, even at basic level, why play them when you know that the situation is so hostile at this point in time? This is something that the ACC will have to ponder at this stage. For far too long, the commerce has dictated that yes, India and Pakistan should be playing. Now at this stage in time, with all the hostilities that is going on, this kind of a situation just doesn't make sense at this point in time. So, Pakistan and India are playing in the Asia Cup Under-19 in 2024, but why play amidst all the hostility that is going on in the Champions Trophy bit? New Zealand may all be out of the World Test Championship final reckoning because at stumps in the first test at Hagley Oval, they are just 4 runs ahead, but they have lost 6 wickets. Now, England have put on a great show with Harry Brooks scoring a brilliant century, Ben Stokes chipping in with an 80, and because of that, New Zealand were really under the pump. They had a lead of about 151 runs, England, and then they have reduced them to 155 for 6. Bryden Cars with 3 wickets. So, New Zealand, if they lose, they had to win the entire series 3-0. Now, if they lose this, they are out of reckoning for the World Test Championship and they'll have to be reliant on other results in this stage. But if New Zealand are all but out, South Africa have all but established themselves that yes, they could be a step closer to reaching the final at Lord's, because a sensational display from Marco Jansen yet again. Sri Lanka are over 400 runs behind and already 6 wickets are down in their chase. So that is why South Africa, if they win the 2 tests, if they win the 2 more against Pakistan, then they will be on 69 percentage points. They are assured of a World Test Championship final. This is remarkable considering the fact that you did not win a series in New Zealand. You lost 2-0, you lost to India also in a match in Cape Town. Because of that, you lost 3 tests on the trot, yet you are going to go to the final at Lord's. So Marco Jansen's already taken 9 wickets, 7 in the first innings, 2 in the second, and that's why now he is really their wrecker-in-chief. Punjab Kings will be really delighted with Marco Jansen because he's gone there for about 7 crores in the IPL mega auction. After 4 games, it is 2-2 in the World Chess Championship, and today Gukesh versus Ding Liren game 5 is going to happen, and Gukesh is going to have white pieces today. What is the kind of opening that they're going to do? It was a very solid safety first approach that both players took in game 4. Will this continue for game 5 and game 6 also? Because after game 6, you have 1 more rest day also. So that is why 7 at the halfway point, which player will hold the edge, that remains to be seen. Gukesh with white will want to be very enterprising. Ding, on the other hand, will want to ensure that he holds firm and doesn't slip behind in the World Championship race as well. Syed Modi International is going to happen today, and it's going to be a clash of generations. PV Sindhu and Unnati Hooda are going to face each other in the final. Now, Unnati Hooda had become the youngest ever to win a BWF 100 event, and now she's going to face off against PV Sindhu. Lakshya Sen also is going to square off, and they'll be hoping that they can make it to the final, because BWF, it's a 300 tournament, the Syed Modi International. Chances of them playing in the World Championships is very, very low, and because of that, Sindhu and Lakshya Sen will be hoping that they can put on a great show. Unnati Hooda, on the other hand, she represents the future when you have to look at Indian badminton after PV Sindhu. So let's see how that goes about. So, amidst all the troubles of the ICC Champions Trophy, yesterday you can check out the videos that we have done on the scenarios. ICC have told PCB, accept the hybrid model or else. Pakistan will want to deliberate, maybe the hybrid model, which means all India games, 1 semi-final and final in Dubai if India make it. So that is why this hybrid model situation might have to be persisted with. If Pakistan play hardball, then the Champions Trophy will be moved out of Pakistan and to another country altogether, which is what happened in 2008 also. 2008 India flatly refused, and that's why 2008 the Champions Trophy was scheduled in Pakistan, 2009 South Africa hosted it. So that is the way we are looking at it. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis, and don't forget to tap that bell icon so that you know when we go live. Bye-bye.